kú dédé àsìkò yìí gbogbo èèyàn ọmọ aládé gbogbo èèyàn ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire làálàá wa kòókò jọ̀ǹjọ̀ǹ wa láti dé ilẹ̀ lérí kò ní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ní já sásán. àtúndó lónìí o lórí ètò ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ lórúkọ bàbá gbàgede ìmọ̀ tí wọ́n jẹ́ gíwá ìkànnì tí a wà yìí ni mo kí gbogbo yín pátápátá ẹgbẹ́ kú dédé àsìkò yìí lẹ́nìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó lọ ẹ má jẹ́ kí n fa ọ̀rọ̀ nù rárá. mo fẹ́ pe àkíyèsí wa sí àwọn nǹkan kan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. àṣé bí a ṣe sọ ní ọjọ́ sí wọn ò mà gbé ìgbésẹ̀ lé lórí ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tí a bá ń pè tí ò bá ti gbọ́ àwa tá à ń pè yẹn kò ní dákẹ́. ẹ jẹ́ kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ẹ̀ka ètò ìdájọ́ wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà dé ẹ̀ka ètò ẹ̀ṣọ́ ààbò ìyẹn ti àwọn ọlọ́pàá lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. oríṣiríṣi ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ wípé tá bá ní ká fi ojú rénà àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ó ṣeé ṣe kó ṣe ìpalára àbí kó ta àbùkù bá wa ní ibi tá a fi ìdí kalẹ̀ sí yìí. ẹ má gbàgbé wípé lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta kan ni a rí àwọn fọ́nrán kan lọ́lọ́kọ̀ òjọ̀kan tí àwọn òyìnbó kan tí wọ́n ń pín owó lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan tí wọ́n ń pín fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá. bákan náà láàárín ọ̀sẹ̀ tí a lò tán yìí la rí lára àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n pè wá síbi ìnáwó ọmọbìnrin ti Ìyábọ̀ Òjó tí fi owó tó fi ń ṣe àwàdà pẹ̀lú àwọn iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá wa. àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ó mú kí ìdọ̀tí máa bá ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà pẹ̀lú irúfẹ́ àwọn ìwà yìí. oríṣiríṣi àwọn èèyàn ni wọ́n dìde àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà wípé eléyìí ò tọ́ sí wa tó tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá. ìgbésẹ̀ tí ẹni tí wọ́n ń ṣe ọ̀gá wọn pátápátá tó gbé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó lágbára púpọ̀. ní báyìí wọ́n ti ní kí wọ́n lọ fa gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́pàá tí wọ́n yàn tí àwọn èèyàn kọ̀rìnkọ̀rìn kí wọ́n fà á kúrò lẹ́yìn wọn wípé kí wọ́n má ṣọ́ àwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyí mọ́ torí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe àtúnṣe. ṣèbí torí ó ti ń di gbọmọgbọmọ tí àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ò mójú kúrò wọ́n ní ohun tí èèyàn ò bá lè mójú kúrò níbẹ̀ èèyàn máa mójútó ni. eléyìí ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ń kọ mí lóminú púpọ̀ wípé àwọn ẹ̀ka ètò ìdájọ́ wa ẹ̀ka ètò ọlọ́pàá wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà a kì í rìn kórìímámì ní tòótọ́ àwọn bíi tẹ́ kù sí kí lè ń ṣe lápá bẹ́ẹ̀. ṣe rántí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó gbé Ṣẹ́gun Olówó Òkèrè tí ó gbé dé ibùdó àtúnwàṣe ìyẹn prison wọ́n ń torí lọ jí adìyẹ tí wọ́n fi lọ oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀sùn tí wọ́n fi lọ mọ́ arákùnrin Ṣẹ́gun Olówó Òkèrè yìí tó fi di èrò ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n. lọ́pẹ́lọpẹ́ ojú àánú àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà nígbà tí wọ́n gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lórí ètò gbajúgbajà òṣèrébìnrin kan ní pé torí adìyẹ ẹ̀dẹ̀ dájọ́ ikú fún èèyàn yìí. ẹni tí ń ṣe gbajúgbajà agbẹjọ́rò ẹni tí òun àti Délé Afẹ́ Babalọ́lá ìyẹn Délé Fárótìmí tí wọ́n jọ ń fà nígbà náà ọ̀rọ̀ tí Délé Fárótìmí ń mẹ́nubà nígbà náà ṣèbó rí kó tó sọ wípé àwọn kankan wà tó ti dàbí pé ó dabarú lẹ́ka ètò ìdájọ́ wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. irú ẹ̀ tún wá ṣẹlẹ̀ lásìkò yìí o. ẹ má jẹ́ kí n bó òkú lọ lé olóró. mo fẹ́ pe àkíyèsí yín sí àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ká lè mọ bí tá à ń lọ gangan ká lè mọ bá ẹ ṣe hùwà sí bá ṣe ṣe àmójútó àwọn nǹkan tiwa tá a bá dé ilẹ̀ ìlérí wa gangan. ní ọdún 2023 nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe pọ̀pọ̀ ṣìnṣìn ètò ìdìbò sí ipò aláṣẹ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ọ̀kan lára àwọn ènìyàn wọ̀nyí tí a mọ̀ sí Peter Obi ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ó káàkiri nípa ti ètò ìpolongo rẹ̀ ó ṣe dé àgbègbè kan ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. arákùnrin kan nígbà náà ọmọ ọdún mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún sí ọmọ ọdún mẹ́rìndínlógún 16 ni arákùnrin náà nígbà náà tó lọ dúró sí iwájú ọkọ̀ akọ́wọ́rìn ti Peter Obi lọ́jọ́ tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ yìí. Ó nawọ́ sí iwájú ẹ̀. Eléyìí jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn wà emotional pẹ̀lú bí arákùnrin yìí ṣe express ara rẹ̀ sí iwájú ẹni tí ń ṣe Peter Obi yìí. Ohun tí mo wá fẹ́ fàyọ ní pé kẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan, fún àǹfààní ẹ̀yin èèyàn tí ẹ̀ bá mọ̀ tó bá mi rí fọ́nrán ẹ̀ bó bá mi rí fọ́tò ẹ̀ wọ́n á fi hàn yín kẹ́ lè rántí pé ní ọjọ́ yẹn gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ni wọ́n gbé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí bọ́mọ náà ṣe nawọ́. Quadri Alabi lórúkọ rẹ̀, òun lẹ̀ ń rí yìí. Ǹjẹ́ jẹ́ wá mọ̀ wípé àwọn nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ tó mú arákùnrin yìí, ọ̀dọ́kùnrin yìí tó mú dé àgọ́ ọlọ́pàá, tó mú dé ẹ̀wọ̀n Kirikiri ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Ọjọ́ wo la tó fẹ́ bọ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ wípé ká máa dúnkokò mọ́ra wa? Ọjọ́ wo la tó fẹ́ bọ́ nílẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire ká má rí èèyàn kan kó fẹ́ ṣe oríire ká dẹ̀ máa wá ìṣubú rẹ̀? Bí iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá tí wọ́n bá tẹ̀ ń ṣe tiwọn, ẹ jẹ́ káwa ará ìlú náà ká máa fi ìwà wa ká máa fi pè wọ́n sí àkíyèsí àwọn nǹkan tí ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún. Quadri Alabi yìí ní àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n pè ní area boys àbí àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n jọ ń gbé agbègbè tí wọ́n mọ Quadri yìí bí ẹni mọ́gbó wípé òun gangan ni. Ọjọ́ tí à ń wò yìí Peter Obi fún ọmọ náà ní owó, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n lọ bá ìyá rẹ̀ wípé owó ìyá àjọpín ni. Ẹ lè dágbà owó yìí tán, àjọ máa ná ní. Ìgbà tí ìkòkò ń ṣe iṣu kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀. Nígbà tí ọmọ odó bá wá ń gúnyán ariwo wá ń ta. Ká má sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ máa gbọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ bí agbẹjọ́rò yẹn ṣe sọ nípa àwọn area boys yìí. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe ìlérí, wọ́n dúnkokò ọ̀rọ̀ sí ìyá ọmọ yìí wípé ṣebí owó tó fẹ́ fún wa yìí wàá ná sí iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá. Àwa Yorùbá kí ló dé? Ọmọ Yorùbá lọmọ tí à ń wù yìí. Quadri Alabi lórúkọ rẹ̀, màmá rẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni eléyìí ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ onítòótọ́ ẹ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu Quadri fúnra lára rẹ̀ bí wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n kó bá wípé ẹ wá kọ́ ọjọ́ tí ọmọ náà lọ dé láti ibi tó ti lọ ọ́zù tó rìn sí àsìkò lágbára Ọlọ́run àní rìn sọ́jọ́ tẹ́bi bá pọ̀ náà. Ọ̀rọ̀ tí àmọ́wọ́ tí àmọ́ ẹsẹ̀ wọn ò ní kó wá bá wa lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ọjọ́ tí Quadri yìí dé ní àwọn èèyàn yìí sọ wípé òun ní ẹ̀wọ̀n wọ́n sì kó Quadri pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn, wọ́n sì kó wọn lọ sí àgọ́ ọlọ́pàá ní Amukoko ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Wọ́n gbé Quadri débẹ̀, wọ́n ṣe gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe. Wọ́n dá ọmọ náà jókòó fún ọ̀sẹ̀ kan kó tó di pé wọ́n mójú rí bá ilé ẹjọ́. Wọ́n wá ka àwọn ẹ̀sùn yẹn lọ́lọ́kọ̀ òjọ̀kan pé ó lọ rọ́ọ̀bù nínú oṣù kìíní ọdún tí a wá yìí. Wọ́n ka ẹ̀sùn yẹn lọ́lọ́kọ̀ òjọ̀kan, wọ́n kà á sí lẹ́sẹ̀. Eléyìí ló wá jẹ́ kí ẹni tí ọmọ yìí dúró síwájú ọkọ rẹ̀ Peter Obi wá gbé àwọn èèyàn kan dìde bí àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ń jà àjìjàgbara wípé kí ló dé? Ọmọ yìí nígbà náà wọ́n sọ pé ó ti pé 18, ọmọ sì sọ pé òun ò jẹ́ 18. Mò ń fi eléyìí pe àkíyèsí sí àwọn nǹkan tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó ní ẹ̀ka ti ètò ìdájọ́ wa àti ètò ààbò ti iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Àwọn kókó wà tó jẹ́ wípé ẹ jẹ́ ká máa ṣiṣẹ́ ìwádìí wa dáadáa. Ọmọ náà wọ́n ní ó tó ọmọ ọdún mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún, ọmọ ọdún méjìdínlógún, ìyẹn 18. Òun sọ pé òun ò tó ọmọ ọdún méjìdínlógún nígbà náà, wípé ọmọ ọdún mẹ́tàdínlógún ní òun 17. Wọ́n ti ọmọ náà sí àtìmọ́lé. Wọ́n kó pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọ̀daràn bárawo. ọmọ náà wọ́n wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sùn, wọ́n fi ojú ẹ̀ rí, wọ́n ní ìgbẹ́ lòun fọ̀ lóríṣiríṣi torí òun ò ní agbára àti ṣe àwọn nǹkan kan bí àwọn òtúkù ṣe ń ṣe níbẹ̀. Wọ́n fojú ẹ̀ rí oríṣiríṣi. Wọ́n sọ wípé kí ló dé tí iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá DPO iléeṣẹ́ amùkòkò sáà kí ló dé tí ẹ̀ ṣe iṣẹ́ ìwádìí yín dáadáa, ṣé ẹ ṣe ni àbí ó tún níbi kan tó kù sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ sì ń lọ lórí àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí. Mo ní kí n mú àkíyèsí ẹ̀ wá fún yín ni ọ ká lè fa èyí tí yóò jẹ́ ti wá nínú rẹ̀ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó fẹ́ máa di gbọmọgbọm. Ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Ṣẹ́gun olówó kéré tó fi mórí bọ́ lọ́wọ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yẹn, òun náà ló tún wá padà ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí. Ṣé àkọ́gbọ́n nípa tìyẹn ni? Àmọye àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ti wà ní àgọ́ ọlọ́pàá tí wọ́n ti gbé wọn dé ilé ibùdó àtúnwàṣe, tí wọ́n ti gbé wọn dé prison ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n látàrí ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n mọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n mẹsẹ̀ tí wọ́n kọ̀ bí kó bá wọn débẹ̀ ni, tí ò wá sí ẹni tí yóò dìde láti gbà wọ́n lẹ̀ mọ́. Àwọn náà dẹ̀ bá ká wọ́n dẹ̀ wà níbẹ̀. Quadri yìí ṣàlàyé lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn nǹkan tójú ẹ̀ rí nígbà tó dé ibùdó àtúnwàṣe ìyẹn prison ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni àwọn nǹkan mìíràn ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ wípé a gbọ́dọ̀ mú àkíyèsí ara wa sí. Àfi tàbùkù bá nǹkan kan lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe àtúnṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ti àwọn ará ọ̀hún ní ilẹ̀ òkè, ẹni bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe tiwọn. Wọ́n ṣe fínífíní wípé yes, wọn ò ní fi òkúta, they will not leave any stone unturned nígbà tí wọ́n bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìwádìí. Ìyẹn jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì tí mo tún fẹ́ wá mú wá fún yín, òun ni ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn àgbààgbà wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tí wọ́n ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, tí wọ́n ti dìde nípasẹ̀ ìran Yorùbá, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n wá wọ́n kọ̀yìn sí wa. Wọ́n fi ààyè lẹ̀ fún àwọn ènìyàn àtọ̀húnrìnwá láti wá máa ṣe wá ní jàǹbá. Mo sọ wípé ètò tòní mo fẹ́ fi pe àkíyèsí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mú àwọn èèyàn tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kàn gangan, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa fi ránṣẹ́ sí wọn. A ò bú wọn, a bu ẹnu àtẹ́lù wọn, ṣùgbọ́n a fi ń pe àkíyèsí wọn sí àwọn nǹkan tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún ni lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Ẹyọ kọ̀ọ̀kan ni màá mú wá fún yín. Àlejò tí mo ní ẹnu wọn bí ẹni mọ́wọ́, tí wọ́n bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí wọ́n máa ń ì tiẹ̀ ni. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ mú ọ̀rọ̀ Quadri wá. Ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ mú ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Quadri tó fi di wípé wọ́n mójú rẹ̀ bá ilé ẹjọ́, wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ láti ilé ẹjọ́ di èrò ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n kirikiri. Ó ti wá jáde o. Ajá tó relé ọkùn tó dé, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbóríyìn fún. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sì wà lẹ́ o torí iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá wọ́n jáde padà wípé ọ̀rọ̀ tún gbàgbó míì lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Quadri yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́ dọ̀dọ̀ àwọn Quadri ká gbọ́ ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ tí àwọn yìí.
Quadri, how do you feel now? How do you feel after everything wey don happen? How you feel?
I'm feeling better.
You dey feel better now?
Yes.
Now wey they don move you go safe place,
yes.
You, your mama, you dey alright now?
Yes.
Wetin you wan tell Nigerian people wey support you? You know say plenty people come online, even offline, they support you. Wetin you wan tell them?
I want to tell them that all of them, thank all of them. God will be blessing all of them. They will be going up. They will not come down again. The people that are blessing me, God will not forget them too. And that is what I want to.
Amen. I want to ask you. You say you want to go to school. You want to go to school.
Yes.
So, are you ready to go to school? And what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do with your life?
I'm ready. Yes, sir. I'm ready.
What will life become?
I want to like become. I want to like become.
What do you want to learn?
I want to learn a good thing that should become better. On next time should come better to me. But the school that I want to go to school. I'm serious. I don't want to stay with my mother again. I want to go to school. Whether I should live in the school, I should be living the school. It's better. I don't want to stay in
that area
again because some people they have put eyes on my body.
Yeah.
They have put eyes on my body that when this campaign, this thing happened, some was telling my mom that this money that I give this boy, you be sharing two unless you don't see your daughter again with that. So they will kidnap me, carry me go to somewhere that my mother will not see the money, will not see it and use. So my mom now told them that what she wanted to do for them. She said that they will share the money into two. My mom said that it cannot possible. Say, okay, stand of the motto now. If they shoot direct, because this is what they will be talking. They say, no, I don't want to hear that one. See, they share the money into two. So my mom say it cannot possible. Since that time, that puts me for mind that this boy, we must send him to where do you expect. So that day I just come back for work.
Which work you did learn that time?
I'm motor boy. I used to carry fish, go to Port Harcourt. So on that day, we have finished work. My guy have given me money. See, this is my money that I work. So when I start to come in house in the afternoon, I don't know that I don't fight for that place. So when me I'm coming down, I don't know that police is already surround the area and those area boys. So as I was going now, I just want to enter our gate, that I should enter house. I just see those police, they just come outside, hold me. Hey, see the boy, yes, see the boy, yes, see the boy. Handle me to the police that they should carry me go to station. They hold me now, they carry me go to their station, they lock me inside, say.
And then when they lock you for 1 week.
Yes.
His account is again gripping, and I imagine the trauma he's gone through after all this process. But I'm very curious. He says he wants to go to school.
Well, ask him about the people they claim are his case.
So the people where they come put you together, you know those people?
I don't know them. Those people that put me together, it's only me that small. Among the side is 4 people. Those 4 people is Edalima. They senior me where. So they just put them inside where they put me. They don't ask him see where they catch. I say now radio. See they see I did among people with the fight. They tell me see
you sabi fight?
No, street they say that destroy the area, collect phone, destroy damage something. I say me, I don't come back for using my set ground, my money. They don't pack. They're
still with his handset, with his mobile phone.
The area boys.
They took his mobile phone as I talked.
The police or the area boys?
The area boys who grabbed it.
Is it evidence or what? Is it as evidence?
we've made efforts to get it, but who will we go to? The police should help us. They are part of the conspiracy.
So at this point now, are you going back to court to make these demands?
Yes.
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 Because you have made some demands and you've given them. What timeline did you give them?
14 days from the date it was released.
But the way the police,
in the light of their statement, we will not be waiting for that.
Because police now is apparently disputing your position.
No, they are not disputing. They are corroborating our position.
Okay.
You know, we have nothing to hide. When this matter came to public light, I said the initial excuse for arresting him, they claimed there was street fighting, which he had mentioned. At what point did armed robbery come in? And how can someone that has been exonerated by a court on the advice of the DPP, you are still issuing a shameful statement, doubling down on your impunity and lawlessness?
Which you consider shameful?
It's shameful.
Quadri, this thing pain you? Yes. This thing where I pain you?
For the place that they brought me going, they use me that, like, person that don't have any family. From morning to night, from morning to 6 o'clock, I used to build sheets. Because I don't have money to plan where to give my child that should keep me for a year where I will not be packing shit again.
So now the work where they do every day? Right?
Yes, every day by day.
How you did?
Oh boy. Let me speak to my. So we would like to have the Commissioner of Police of Lagos State. I'm just trying to contain my emotion because I'm imagining this is my kid brother. Anyway, I wish the Commissioner of Police would come and respond to some of these statements made by Quadri.
I mean, the facts of the issues, because this points to a deeper rot. This can happen to anybody, by the way. Just in case you're thinking, no, I don't stay in Amokuku, or I don't stay. It can actually happen to anybody. And that's the challenge with when we look away from issues like this. It becomes a big monster, and you don't know when it will be your turn. I know that there's been a fundraising for Quadri.
Yes.
What is the target? How much have Nigerians contributed? And what is the plan for him? Because we really need to have a plan for Quadri and others like him, so we're able to turn. He says he wants to go to school. You see the way he says, I won't go to school. So what is the plan? How much has been raised, and what's the plan?
Well, in the spirit of, initially we were reluctant, but in the spirit of accountability, this is money raised that the fundraising I started publicly. I can confirm to you that this morning we raised over 10 million. Over 10 million. In a matter of barely 4 days. Over 10 million for Quadri. It re-energizes our hope in the Nigerian spirit. It shows that, in fact, within 2 hours, we had raised over 3 million within the first 2 hours. So that today we've raised about 10-point-something million for Quadri.
And what is the plan? So how do we ensure that we're able to...
The priority is to, because those criminals, if they hear what I've mentioned now,
they're thinking of how for it.
In 2023, the donation that were given to him wasn't even close to this. And you can see what they had to do to him. So we've completely taken them out of that community. We've put them where it is safe.
So part of that money goes to
Yes,
that.
the immediate plan is to reallocate a relocation. We are working on getting a fresh accommodation in a different place entirely for them. And then a part of it will also go, the mother is a petty trader. She needs some financial support to stabilize. Yeah. So part of that money will go to that. And then the rest, we may have to take a decision whether to put it in a deposit for him, because the money was raised for him.
Yeah.
The point is to ensure that it's rehabilitated and it doesn't go back to to a status, a place that will make him vulnerable to those kind of attacks. That is the least that we owe Quadri. And it saddens me, Kayode, it saddens me. But let us not treat it as an isolated case.
Absolutely.
Like I said in my initial statement, there are many Quadris. You are aware I went to prison myself in 2022 when I had a mad issue with my then governor and chief judge in Akwa Ibom. I can tell you, many people in Nigerian custodial centers called prison are innocent Nigerians. Nobody to speak for them, nobody to advocate for them, including minors. Including minors. In your prison, I saw people that were less than 18. Why? Because when they are, under the Nigerian Correctional Service Act, they cannot take minors. But when the record brought to you, this shows the age of the person to be above 18. What will you do? So this is the culture of lawlessness that the police have been carrying on. From police cells to prisons,
even the correctional service itself.
Yes.
So we need to
to
further probe the record of the police. We must say some of the policemen are doing some fantastic work. But I think at this point it's also clear that there are criminal elements within the police force,
of course,
that we need to fish out. Because I remember even during the court hearing that you were part of, our colleague was harassed, literally.
Yes.
She told Shola Shele, but she didn't tell us initially, but later we found out that she was harassed. I've had my colleague Millicent also harassed in a situation that shouldn't be a situation. A situation where you something happened. And then the next thing, the charges against you, so you are wondering where are these charges coming from. Our colleague, what's his name? Charles Oporum, arrested by the police, assaulted by the police, later released, and the police PRO shamelessly released a statement almost denying until the journalist came gun blazing on her, and then maybe she retracted and all that. So we see this incident, but we must thank you, Inibe Fiong, and every other lawyer, and the activist. I wish she was here.
That's Anatu.
What's her name?
Anatu.
Anatu. I know you're not sitting with us, but thank you for what you do and what you did for Quadri. We must thank you so much. God bless you.
Asana.
Okay.
Apologies.
Thank you so much.
Quadri, you go become president. Quadri. Because you fit.
You can.
You can actually.
And please, before we go, the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State.
Yes, we
should have the decency. No. How can he allow this DPO to still be there? How many more children will this DPO have to frame before they have the decency to remove him? You can't allow this to go.
We're extending an open invitation to the Commissioner of Police to come and answer all of this. But apologize to you. I don't want to say thank you for coming. You're already here, so we must thank you for coming. Quadri, we wish you well, we wish you safety, and we are sorry on behalf of Nigeria for what was done to you unlawfully by those criminal elements in connivance with the bad elements of the police. We apologize, okay? Thank you so much. Inibe Effiong is a human rights lawyer and an activist. Quadri is a young man who we're happy is out of the custody of the Nigerian prison.
And Hassana.
And Hassana.
Hassana.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, it's Easter Monday. I've never been this emotional in a program this deep, but we'll serenade you with some great music. Join us in just a moment. We'll be right back.
The boy seated beside me, Alabi Quadri or Quadri Alabi, as you are aware, sometime in 2023, during the last general elections, Mr. Peter B was in one of his campaign tours in a convoy when he just spontaneously jumped in front of the vehicle and blocked the convoy and then raised his hand. That spontaneous moment was captured by a photographer. The image went viral on social media at the time. It became an internet sensation. Peter Obi and other persons took interest in him. They reached out to him. Some donations were made to him. That was the beginning of a life-changing story. A story characterized by fortune and quite sadly also accompanied by misfortune. Persons within the locality at Amokoko, where he resides, some so-called area boys, criminal elements, basically, felt that because of the fame he had acquired in the community, they started calling him Obi, 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 Obi. And then they started making demands of him and his family. They asked specifically that they should, in quote, settle them. That he had not settled the streets where he came from, And when I say where he came from, as a boy in the community that they knew. So they started harassing them to give them money, to part with some of the money. A chief in that community, or some title holder, specifically told the mother to buy a cow, slaughter it with rice and cook for the community to appease the so-called youths. She refused to do it. And the threats, the harassment persisted quite unbelievably since 2023. This case of Quadri being wrongly detained was the second time. These same people connive with the police. The Mogoko police station, divisional police station. They seem to be working in synergy. So they arrested him the first time, had him detained for a while. Nobody heard at the time. This second time, he was coming back from work sometime in January in the night, quite close to his home. He was just about to get into his home when they grabbed him. Two of the area boys, known as Lege and Baba Waris, those are their aliases in the community. They started taunting him, "Oh, you've been carrying your shoulder for us. You think Obi gave you money? You did not come and see us. You think we told you we'll deal with you." They took him to the police. When they took him to the Amokoko police station, the initial claim or insinuation was that he participated in street fighting. That was what they said. Actually, that was what they told the mother. The mother even went to confront one of these area boys, one-on-one. The area boy admitted to her that, "Yes, I took your son. We told you that money you don't want to give us, you go and spend it with the police."
They said that.
This is, if she's here, she will confirm it. This is what they said to her. Surprisingly, they detained him for about one week at the police station. And on the 27th of January, they took him to court.
They detained him?
For about 1 week.
Was that was the court involved?
No. At the police cell, this boy was detained at Amokoko police station.
There's a DPO.
The DPO,
okay.
CSP Ismaila Olaniran, detained this boy for about a week.
Without a court order?
Without taking him to court. After about 1 week, they now took him to the magistrate court at Apapa, seeking a remand. When the mother kept persisting that, why are you holding my boy? Release my boy. Guess what? When they took him for remand, they suddenly put him along with 4 adults who are not known to him, whom he has never had relationship. He doesn't know anything about them. He has no connection with them. He's not their friends. He's not their associates in any way. And claimed that they were seeking to remand him for armed robbery. And they claimed this purported armed robbery was committed on the 22nd of January at 10 p.m. Kayode, no identification parade was done by law, assuming there was even a robbery incident.
Even though the police in their statement had said that people identified him. And I know that's where you're going to.
I'm going to there.
Yeah.
There was no identification parade for an offense that is committed by 10 p.m. in the dead of the night. And you claim it was 5 people. You know, how did you identify Quadri as one of them? Now, they now framed him for armed robbery.
You have that on good authority.
Of course, we've been vindicated. The magistrate, of course, and then they lied about his age. They falsified his age. At the courts, in the processes they filed, some of which we have, they claim he was 18. Do you know why they did that? Because when we were in court last week, even the magistrate complained bitterly that, look, this was what was presented to me. And there was no contrary representation that this boy was less than 18. So you cannot really blame the magistrate, because this was what the police put in what they filed.
They said it was 18.
Yes. If they had put 17, it would have registered in the mind of the court to maybe probe into the circumstance of it being brought to court, and possibly where he was to be remanded. So he was now sent to be remanded at the Kirikiri Medium Custodial
instead of a juvenile,
yes,
instead of a juvenile
home center. That was why they falsified his age. Now, they now adjourned the matter for DPP's advice, about 3 adjournments, and then, thankfully, a lady called Hassana Nuruddin, who is outside with us within the studio here. She's the co-founder of Ray of Hope Prison Outreach. Went on prison outreach for a different inmate, got the person out. The person now disclosed to her that there is this boy in Kirikiri during the campaign that stood in front of Peter Obi's convoy called Quadri. Is in prison with us.
Prison?
Yes, that was how she came to Twitter X to narrate what she was told. And then the family reached out to me, briefed me. Mr. Peter Obi personally contacted me. A couple of other people, got us to take up the matter. That was how we escalated it, took some steps. We were able to write an application to the court to bring back the date forward. Thankfully, the learned Attorney General, the learned Director of Public Prosecutions, working in the office of the Attorney General Lagos State, was able to immediately expedite action on his case. His file was reviewed. A couple of Nigerians assisted. I must mention specifically Mr. Mondobani, SAN, played a very significant role in that process, And then finally, the DPP's advice came out. He was exonerated. There was no basis for him to have been arrested. And he was set free by the court.
This story is gripping. It is very sad the way you have said it. And, it points to a bigger challenge. Because some will say this is classic. This is classic. They've seen this happen time and again, rinse and repeat. But I want to ask a very important question. Has he been moved from that area? Is he in a safe place with his family? You can speak to us, maybe not specifics, but we want to be sure that he's been moved and he'll probably never go back there
Of course. That was the first thing we did. Immediately, he was released to us on Thursday. I felt, as a matter of expediency, to have him relocated with his family. So as I speak to you, they have not returned to their home. Because even on the day this boy was freed, youths, some people, some so-called area boys, who have been so empowered in Lagos, quite sadly, they operate like these non-state actors. They seem to be larger than life. They were still making threats to the mother.
In that same area.
I'm telling you. That is why I said that the DPO of Amokoko, CSP Ismail Aulaniron, the person they call a ballet in that community, and this area was also to be interrogated. So we had to immediately put them in a safe house, pending when we can sort out. We are working to sort out the accommodation issue. So as I speak to you, they've not gone back to their home since then. And like I said, you will not I keep telling people, you may not understand Quadri's case until you see Quadri. You've seen him, look at him. This is the boy they frame for armed robbery.
After that incident, when you called for, you said what you're demanding for is 100 million.
Yes.
For I've forgotten what it is.
Compensation.
Compensation. You asked for the
public
apology. And also, is it
the removal of the DPO?
The DPO and all of that through the CP. In their response, after that, their headline.
Yes.
In their response, Lagos State Commissioner, Lagos State Police Command, say clarification on the case of 18-year-old Alabi Quadri.
Yes.
So is this the police not having the information you have, or you're the one that doesn't have the right information? Because the police is still saying, you say Alabi is 18, as not up to 18, it's 17 plus. They are saying he's 18-year-old. In fact, part of the statement said that, I want to go to that part.
Yes.
On January 22nd, 2022, on January 2025, rather, to be precise, a serious breach of public peace and extensive damage to public and private property occurred in Amukoko when groups of youths engaged in violent confrontation that escalated into street fights for all, causing widespread violence, panic, and chaos. During the chaos, a number of innocent passerby were robbed or reported to have been robbed and injured. This is the reason why they picked up Quadri Alabi. I
was going to show you. I don't know if I can pass it to you.
Yeah, you can pass it to us.
Please look at this. Let Nigerians look at that. Is the birth certificate of this boy.
29th of September 2007.
Yes.
That means it's going to be 18 in
So how can that is his birth certificate.
Okay.
Is the police saying they know his age better than his mother? It is just an act of mischief.
Yeah. This is 2007.
The statement of the police is embarrassing. It is despicable. The fact that they will even have the audacity that the CP will go on record, because no statement is issued by the police public relations officer without the approval of the commissioner of police. That is at the state, and at the federal level. For matters like this, the IG has to be aware. They have internal processes. So for the commissioner of police to go on record to authorize that abominable statement, he should tell the people of Lagos what is going on.
We're going to invite, what's his name? Benjamin Hundeyin?
In fact, in that statement, the police said that they are ready to engage with the public to ensure that this is shown to be transparent. So we're going to get the CP.
Ask them.
We're going to get the CP.
How can they still be talking about a matter that the DPP has exonerated him?
Because from the record you've shown to us, we want to also see the record the police has as to his age, because he's not 18 yet, he's 17. He's going to be 18 in September from the record we have seen.
No, forget about even the birth certificate for a second. Look at this image of Quadri standing before Peter Obi's convoy as at 2023. Does that person look like someone who could have been more than 15 years? Look at his face. So for the police to still issue these slanderous statements, despite the exoneration by the DPP, despite an order of discharge by a court of competent jurisdiction, it should tell Nigerians the level of decadence in the police. And we are going to take them on it. They will not get away.
Which is very important, because this is not just for Quadri. This is actually for the good of the police. So the police is able to look at itself and say, do we represent that agency that is meant to protect and serve? If we don't, if we do, great. If we don't, let's work on it. So this works for everybody. And I'm glad, as I said earlier on, the police said they remain open to engaging with the general public, opinion groups, and community stakeholders to transparently clarify every concern and ensure justice is served fairly and transparently. So we're going to be getting the police on this one as well. But I just want to hear from Quadri.
Please, can I quickly draw your attention to something before I forget?
Right, good.
Look at that statement. Did they mention who arrested Quadri?
Right, in the statement.
You notice they did not.
So you expect them to have mentioned?
They should have said it was the police who arrested him.
You raised that in your response.
Yes, because the police never arrested Quadri.
Yeah, you raised that in your response.
Why are they silent on it?
Very important point. So when
was the identification done?
To speak to these issues, but I want to hear from Quadri. I just want to know.
Sherry, ètò ìdájọ́ wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe àtúnṣe sí àwọn nǹkan kan. Lótìtọ́ àwọn adájọ́ wọn tí wọ́n bá gbé wá sí iwájú adájọ́ ni adájọ́ máa ń ṣe ìdájọ́ lé lórí. Ṣùgbọ́n kó tó dé ọ̀dọ̀ adájọ́ ńkọ́ gbogbo àwọn àtúnṣe tó yẹ ká ṣe tí ó lè máa mú ọ̀rọ̀ Quadri yìí kò sí ibi tí ò ti tàn dé káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè àgbáláyé. Eléyìí ló jẹ́ kí gbogbo ojú máa wò wá lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà wípé tí Ṣẹ́gun olówó òkèrè la ṣe ń sọ wípé ká jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn gbàgbé rẹ̀. Ìmí tó wá ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ à ń rọ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kàn ẹ má jẹ́ kí irú eléyìí kó tún ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí irú nǹkan kéékèèké báyìí kó máa ta àbùkù bá wa ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tá a fẹ́ lọ sí ilẹ̀ ìlérí wa ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà fi eléyìí ṣe àríkọ́gbọ́n torí wípé gbogbo àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí yóò ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ àǹfààní ńlá fún wa tá a bá dé ilẹ̀ ìlérí wa. Ẹ̀ka ètò ìdájọ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ ààbò ó jẹ́ ọ̀kan gbòógì kò sí orílẹ̀-èdè tó máa sọ pé òun fẹ́ ṣe kíni òun fẹ́ yọwọ́ rẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ ẹ bá wa ṣe àtúnṣe sí i. Gbogbo bó bá ṣe rí lójú ti yín náà ẹ fi ránṣẹ́ sábẹ́ comment section wa. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá Èkìtì. Ọ̀rọ̀ dá lórí àwọn èèyàn àgbààgbà tí a ti ń pariwo wọn látijọ́ yìí pé ẹ ṣàtúnṣe. Kì í ṣe àsìkò yìí ló yẹ kí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí kó máa ṣẹ́ mọ́ yín lórí. Bàbá Èkìtì tún jáde o èmi ò mọ ohun tí wọ́n tún rí o ṣùgbọ́n tó bá nídìí obìnrin kì í jẹ́ kó mọ́lú. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan wà tó jẹ́ pé a gbọ́dọ̀ panu mọ́ni lórí. Ìkọ̀kan ṣẹlẹ̀ lásìkò yìí tó jẹ́ ti àárín Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́ titun Ọba Akeem Abímbọ́lá Ọ̀wọ́adé àti Ọọ̀ni ti Ilé Ifẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó ń jà rìnrìn láàrin àsìkò tí a wà yìí ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ìwádìí dáadáa délẹ̀ dáadáa kí n tó wá mú wá sí etí ìgbọ̀nyín ó lágbára púpọ̀ àṣírí ńlá ni. Bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé àwọn agbẹnusọ Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́ ti jáde wọ́n ti tan ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí ọ̀rọ̀ náà ṣùgbọ́n àwọn èèyàn kan tó jẹ́ pé etí ọba nílé etí ọba lóko wọ́n sì ń sọ àwọn ọ̀nà kankan nípa ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pàtí Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́ yìí. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí n fọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá Èkìtì ohun táwọn náà tó rí sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn àgbààgbà wa ní ilẹ̀ Káàárọ̀ Oòjíire.
Ìbà ọmọdé ìbà àgbà mo ṣe bá gbogbo ajúbní lọ mo ṣe bá Ọlọ́run tó dá ayé àti ọ̀run o ẹni tó ní kí bẹbẹ máa bẹ tí bẹbẹ sì ń bẹ ẹni tó ní ká wà tó tún lè wú lọ́la kó ní ká má sí mọ́ tí ò sí tẹ́nikẹ́ni máa ṣe ẹni tó ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ ayé lọ́wọ́ tó ń dá èmi àti ẹ̀yin tó tún wù nínú àánú rẹ̀ tó dá wa ní Yorùbá káfíbà àtọpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run yẹn ni mo ṣe bá gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá mi àtẹ̀yin bàbá mi káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé ẹ̀yin ojúlówó ọmọ Yorùbá tí ẹ fọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá jáfira tí ẹ mú ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá lọ́kùnkúndùn pé àlàáfíà Ọlọ́run kó máa bá yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe ń sọ mo ti forúkọ bàbá Akíntóyè mo tún fi kí yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí àti fi kíra wa lénìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo tún fi kí yín níjọ́ tọmọ Yorùbá àbá àríra wa lẹ́rẹ̀ igba lẹ́rẹ̀ ogún lẹ́rẹ̀ ọgọ́rùn-ún àmọ́ kíra wa náà ni mo tún fi kí yín mo forúkọ kàkàkí Olódùmarè olóyè Chief Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho Òòṣà mo fi kí yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo wá fi àkókò kí new chairman new president fún ìfẹ́lódùn àpapọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá tí bàmí olóyè Chief Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho Òòṣà ṣẹ̀yàn ní àná tí kí n sọ wípé alága wa tuntun Chief Gani Alágbàlá ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye Ọlọ́run yóò yọ̀ǹda rẹ̀ fún yín láti tò ọkọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ náà dé èbúté yíyanjú ẹ ní ṣìṣe o ẹ ní ṣílẹ̀tẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run àti gbogbo àwọn tí ó máa bá ń ṣe ìjọba papọ̀ pátápátá orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá máa dúró láṣẹ Olódùmarè. Ẹ ti rí àkọlé mi gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá mi àtẹ̀yin ìyá mi mo ti sọ fún yín tó bá jẹ́ bí ẹ̀bí mẹ́ta ní èdè ọ̀ ẹ̀mẹ́rin ní èdè ẹ̀márùn ní èdè ni mo bá ti rí n tó jọ mí lójú tó yà mí lẹ́nu ni màá máa jáde wá máa sọ fún yín torí pé Yorùbá ní pé etí ọba nílé etí ọba lóko ènìyàn ní í jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí n bá ń sọ wípé ojú ń gbà mí tì fún àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àtàwọn àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kì í ṣe pé mo fi ń bú wọn kì í ṣe pé mo fi ń yájú sọ́ba gbogbo wa la mọ̀ pé arọ́ba fi lọ bá ń pa ṣùgbọ́n ọba tó bá wùwà láti dáàbò bòlú ṣe ló yẹ káwọn ọba wa gbárùkù tí wọ́n pè ní òmìnira Yorùbá mo máa ń sọ dáadáa àwọn gẹ́gẹ́ ló yẹ kó jẹ́ agbátẹrù ẹ̀ kí irú àwa ẹ̀ máa sátẹ̀lé wọn lẹ́yìn àwọn gẹ́gẹ́ ló yẹ kó dúró pé èèrà ò gbẹ́dọ̀ ní ọmọ Adéyẹmọ àwọn gan ló yẹ kó dúró pé mímì kan ò gbẹ́dọ̀ mí ọmọ Adéyẹmọ torí pé kí ni ká máa bí wọ́n lè rè pé kéèrè ìdíwò kí ni Sunday Igboho ṣe fún yín ṣé Sunday Igboho gbowó fún yín ni àbò ra mọ́tò fún yín ni kan ní rárá Sunday Igboho ra mọ́tò fún wọn kò gbowó fún wọn iṣẹ́ bí ìran wọn ò ṣe ní parun ni bí ìlú ò ṣe ní bàjẹ́ lórí wọn lọ́mọ Adéyẹmọ dìde ló ń jà fún àwọn gan-an ló yẹ kó jẹ́ èjìká tí ò jẹ́ káṣọ ó bọ́ lọ́rùn ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣá kàn máa ní kí ni pé nígbà tí ojú pọ́n ní Yorùbá Sunday Ìgbòho nìkan náà rí tó jáde gẹ́gẹ́ bí ojúlówó ọmọ pé nígbà tí ikú gbé ọmọ Yorùbá hánú tá a dìjẹ fún àwọn Fúlàní pé ọmọ Adéyẹmọ nìkan ló dìde tó rescue ọmọ Yorùbá pé èrè ìdí tí àwọn lọ́balọ́ba ìgbìmọ̀ lọ́balọ́ba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ tó ṣe gbèrú nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n kàkà káwọn ọba wa ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn gangan ló jẹ́ number one enemy sí Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ not all of them o ṣùgbọ́n Yorùbá wípé ṣé bí Yorùbá ní àbí Bíbélì ó ní bí ìwọ bá ṣe rere ara kì yóò ha ya ọ bí oníkù ló mọ̀ọ́ká the majority ọba mọ̀ pé ìlú kówó náà lù fún ìran Yorùbá torí pé owó tán ń gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn Fúlàní àwọn tó yẹ kó gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá rù they became enemy for the Yorùbás èmi máa lanu màá sọ̀rọ̀ mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ojúlówó ọmọ Yorùbá mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìkan nínú ọmọ Yorùbá mo dẹ̀ tún sọ̀rọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìkan nínú àwọn tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá tá a fokó Yorùbá bí tó tẹ abẹ́ Yorùbá jáde tí bíbí ẹ̀ ò lábùlà tí ò dẹ̀ ní kọ́má ohun tó tini lójú àwọn bàbá wa sọ pé tó jolè lọ́wà ohun tó tini lójú àwọn bàbá wa sọ wípé tó jolè lọ́wà ìwà táwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ń wù lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ìwà tó tini lójú ni kò n tí ò dáa kò lóko méjì náà ni wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ikú gbé Yorùbá hánu wọ́n mọ̀ pé this Fulani man Sultan of Sokoto have the agenda for the Yoruba race nígbà tí Ìgbòho ti jẹ́ kí Buhari ó lo ipò tó wà láti mú agenda àwọn Fúlàní ṣẹ ní Sultan of Sokoto ti ń wá gbogbo ọ̀nà ló ń ṣe gbogbo ọ̀nà láti lè rí pé àní àwọn succeed nípa mission tí àwọn gbé dání tẹ́ bá lọ sí north lẹ́nìí lọ́dọ̀ àwọn Fúlàní tẹ́ bá ní kí dárúkọ number one enemy wọn á dárúkọ Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣá Sunday Igboho ni Igboho lọ̀tá wọn Sunday Igboho ni ọ̀tá wọn ni they supposed to declare him terrorist he's a terrorist man Sunday Igboho ni kí lè rè ìdí tí Sunday Igboho di terrorist lọ́dọ̀ wọn kí lè rè ìdí tí Sunday Igboho fi di ọ̀tá wọn torí pé Sunday Igboho gbà kan mú kí mission wọn kó ṣẹ lórí ọmọ Yorùbá that is why Sunday Igboho became their enemy tó dẹ̀ hàn sí gbogbo wa tí àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá náà dẹ́ mọ̀ they know about it àwọn gan ló wá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀tá ohun méjì ni mo gbọ́ tí mo fẹ́ mú wá mo gbọ́ àwọn Miyetti Allah wọ́n ní kí Bọ́lá Ahmed kó lo ọ́fíìsì presidency kó fi dáàbò bo àwọn Miyetti Allah so they can be able to work in anywhere in Nigeria kó lu avenue yẹ kó lu ọ́fíìsì yẹ láti dáàbò bò wọ́n so anywhere tán bá dé mo ní no wonder tẹ́ bá ọmọ Ìgbò tán ló gbé òfin yẹn jáde nínú house pé ẹni bá ti gbébì kan fún ọdún mẹ́wàá ó ti dọmọ bẹ̀ àwọn Fúlàní ló ń roko tì lẹ́yìn ìyẹn ṣe ẹ̀tútù ó tún sàn díẹ̀ n tó mú mi wá nígbà tí mo wò sísàlẹ̀ gẹ̀ẹ́rẹ̀gẹ̀ nígbà tó ní awo máa jáde lẹ́nu Sultan of Sokoto ó ní kàn declare social media as a terrorist àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí social media that expose the agenda of Fulanis kàn declare àwọn terrorist torí pé social media ló ń tú àṣírí ìtàní ní ìpamọ́ fún ìran Yorùbá that is why Sultan of Sokoto ní kàn declare àwọn terrorist ṣùgbọ́n Sultan of Sokoto fìgbà kan jáde rí pé àwọn tó ń pààyàn ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn tó pààyàn ní Plateau ní Benue kò ní kàn declare àwọn as a terrorist the Fulanis killing every day in Plateau in Benue in Yoruba land. Sultan of Sokoto did not say that the federal government should declare them as a terrorist. But àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí social media tó ń sọ pé pípa tí Fúlàní pààyàn yóò dáa Sultan of Sokoto ní kàn declare àwọn as a terrorist. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ìtìjú ló yẹ kí gbogbo àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó dọwọ́ bojú. Ẹ mọ̀ tó ń ṣe ni ó gbọ̀n Sultan of Sokoto gbọ̀n òun dáàbò bo àwọn ọmọ títí ẹ̀ ní òun dáàbò bò wọ́n láti gbà yé Buhari láti ń pariwo declare these people terrorists Boko Haram Meyeti Allah declare them terrorists the Buhari refused to declare them terrorists the Bola Ahmed Tinubu refused to declare them terrorists àwọn tó ń pa ẹgbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀ èèyàn tó bá wọnú ìlú kan tí wọ́n bá lórí ọ̀fẹ́ wọ́n á gbọ̀n ìlú yẹn wọ́n á sọ dahoro wọ́n á sọ di ahoro mo ní wọ́n ti àtàkì ọmọ wa kan ní Ìlàwẹ̀ ní ìjẹta tọmọ yẹn ò bá múra dáadáa kó dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí ojúlówó ọmọ Yorùbá òkú ẹ̀ làbá lọ gbé nínú igbó. Sultan of Sokoto did not say they should declare them terrorists. àwọn ẹjọ́ bóyá èmi ni mi ò gbé ìbò àwọn wo náà pè ní terrorists kí lè nìyẹn lè ṣe tó fi máa pèèyàn ní terrorist ìwà wo lè yàn lè wù tó fi máa pèèyàn ní terrorist bóyá ìkàwé mi ló gbà ló fà á ìṣe àti ìwà tí ènìyàn máa wù tí wọ́n fi declare terrorist as a terrorist èèyàn mélòó ni Sunday Igboho pa aburú mélòó ni Sunday Igboho ṣe tí àwọn Fúlàní ṣì ń jáde síta pé they should declare Sunday Igboho as a terrorist ṣé ẹni tó ní ká má pa ìran mi mọ́ làwọn Fúlàní lọ sí Kútọ́nù tán ní terrorist ni ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó ń pààyàn àwọn ọmọ wọn tó ń pààyàn lójú everyday àwọn ọmọ wọn tó ń kó AK-47 fún tó ń kó dágà fún tó ń kó ọ̀bẹ fún tó fi ń pààyàn ní every blessed day Sultan of Sokoto nìkan declare wọn as a terrorist mi mọ̀ bóyá ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yé yín mi mọ̀ bóyá ó yé yín àwọn ọba títí wá dákẹ́ ni ọ̀rọ̀ tí Sultan of Sokoto sọ yẹ ó yẹ ká rí ọba bíi méjì ọ mẹ́ta nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kó ní kó dá padà àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ tó ń pààyàn káàkiri ńkọ́ the Fulani people that killing people every angle kí ló dé tí wọ́n declare àwọn terrorists àwọn ọba wa ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ torí wọ́n ti di mùmú mọ́ àwọn Fúlàní lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọba wa ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ ṣé kí n sọ wípé Fúlàní ti ra wọn níyè ni kí ló dé tí àwọn ọba wa kọ̀ láti ṣe ojúṣe wọn ṣé ìbẹ̀rù Fúlàní náà ló pọ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni abẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n tí Sultan Sokoto wí ni ẹ̀gbọ́n tó sọ àwọn tó sọ wípé ẹ má pa àwọn èèyàn mi mọ́ that expose the agenda of Fulanis Sultan Sokoto ní kàn declare wọn as a terrorist kò sí àgbà kan nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó lè attack ẹ̀ they don't say that again kò sí ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kan tó lè jáde síta kó sọ pé no ẹ mọ̀ pé ète ní Sultan Sokoto ń lò fún wa. Ó mọ̀ pé social media, àwọn tó wà lórí social media náà expose agenda wọn, mission wọn tí ò ti jẹ́ kó wá sí ìmúṣẹ. Wọ́n meye owó tó ti ná lórí ìbọn tó ti fi ra AK-47 fáwọn ọmọ yẹn group by group. Tówó yọ òdẹ̀ tí ìyọ tí Ọlọ́run òdẹ̀ ní jẹ́ kó yọ títẹ̀ fi máa kàgbákò yín délẹ̀. We now come out and say that the government should declare those people in social media as a terrorist group. Sir, tẹ́ bá declare àwọn tó wà lórí social media as a terrorist group, sir, kí ni ká pe àwọn Fúlàní tí ń pààyàn káàkiri? Kí la máa fi declare wọn? Mi rò pé orí Sultan Sokoto yẹ pé I don't think the Sultan of Sokoto is normal. Ẹni tó ń pààyàn, your son, your army, your people, killing every day. In Yoruba, in Benue, in Plateau, you did not come out and say that the government should declare them as a terrorist. Ìwọ àti Gumi. But those people that expose the agenda of Fulani, and you now call that they should declare them as a terrorist. Èrèdí tá a fi ń sọ fọ́mọ Yorùbá rèé pé Nàìjíríà ó ṣe lé wa. Nigeria is not our home. Bí ẹ fẹ́ bí ẹ kọ̀, Nigeria is not our home. Either we like it or not. Ká tètè kó náà mọ ohun tó jẹ́ titi wa. Nigeria is not our home. Ká tètè ká gba ara wa kúrò nínú ẹ ti mọ̀ pé àwọn people yìí bọ́n ṣe ń ronú, ìrònú wọn yàtọ̀. Bọ́n ṣe ń ronú, ìrònú apààyàn ni. Pé we are not one. Pé à ń ṣe kan tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú wa dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé we are not one. Ẹja wa bira wa léèrè kí ló mú àwọn ọba wa dákẹ́? What make our king silent? Ṣé ká sọ wípé wọ́n ṣe ní dídùn sí pípa tí Fúlàní ń pa wá ni? Àbí owó tó ti gbà lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní ló mú wọn di mùmú? I'm sorry to use that word. Ló mú wọn di akúrẹ̀tẹ̀ tí ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Ṣé owó tẹ́ ti gbà lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní ni? Sunday Igboho máa pa èèyàn kankan. Ẹ má pa ìran Yorùbá mọ́ ló sọ. Tí federal government kó ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àmì lọ lé ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ ń pààyàn, federal government did not attack them. Federal government did not do what? Attack them. Abẹ́ ẹ̀ gbọ́ mi. Federal government did not attack them. Those people that killing the Yoruba people. Ẹ má bínú mọ́ bọ́ mo share program yẹn ni o. Mo share program yẹn ni o. Federal government did not attack them. Who is terrorist? Tó ń pa kúkúrú, tó ń pa gígùn, tó ń pa ọmọdé, tó ń pa àgbà, tó ń pa ọkùnrin, tó ń pa obìnrin ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, tí wọ́n lé àwọn àgbẹ̀ wa kó lóko, tí wọ́n ò jẹ́ kí eku ké bí eku, tí wọ́n ò jẹ́ kí ẹyẹ ó ké bí ẹyẹ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni did not allow the Yoruba to form bí ọmọ ènìyàn again. Who is terrorist? Kẹ́ lè mọ̀ pé ète náà ń lò fún wa. Kẹ́ lè mọ̀ pé ohun tó ń sọ wọ́n mìíràn pé Nigeria belong to them, they can do whatever they like. àwọn tó pààyàn bí ẹran tó ń pààyàn bí eṣinṣin. The Sultan of Sokoto did not say that they should declare them as a terrorist. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ jẹ́ kó rí wa ó pé, I'm sorry to use that language. Ẹ jẹ́ kó rí wa ó wálé. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé inú ìgbèkùn la wà. Mo jáde láti sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ìbá yìí pé Yorùbá ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí ń jẹ́, ká tètè dìde ká múra wa gbọ́. Ẹ má jẹ́ ó yà yín lẹ́nu tó bá dọ̀la tán bá declare àwọn tó wà lórí social media as a terrorist. The president of Nigeria, ó ti sọ̀rọ̀, Sultan of Sokoto, that say that they should declare the social media terrorists. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó ń pààyàn káàkiri tán pààyàn l'Ondo, pààyàn l'Èkìtì, l'Ọ̀ṣun, ní Ọ̀yọ́, ní Ògùn, ní Èkó, he did not call the government to declare them terrorists. Nígbà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ni wọ́n arrest, mo fi ṣe program lánàá, wọ́n arrest almost 1,000 Boko Haram ní Èkó. Sultan of Sokoto did not say that they should declare them terrorists. Yorùbá ẹja jí, a ṣe wà lójú oorun ẹja jí, a ní solution lọ́wọ́. The solution yẹn ni mo fẹ́ kẹ́ jẹ́ ká fi ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe, kí gbogbo wa ó gbáradì sẹ́yìn pé a fẹ́ kúrò nínú ìgbèkùn yìí. Ṣé rí igi ńlá tó bá dúró tí ẹgbẹẹgbẹ̀rún èèyàn bá dọwọ́ tì tán bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń tì í, wọ́n lè bigi yẹ wó, wọ́n lè bíwó. Àní ẹja bí Nàìjíríà wò kí Nàìjíríà tó bí gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wò. It is better for us láti bí gbogbo Nàìjíríà wò kí Nàìjíríà tó bí àwa gangan tá a jẹ́ Yorùbá ká bí wò kó tó bí wa wò. We did not belong to Nigeria. Èrè ìdí tí a fi gbẹ́dọ̀ dìde sí rálì wa nìyẹn. I want every one of us. Kò sí tó lè mú wa kúrò nínú ìgbèkùn Fúlàní. Tán bá ń tàn yín, ẹ má jẹ́ àtàrà wa. Kò sí ohun kan tó lè mú wa kúrò nínú ìgbèkùn Fúlàní ju rálì yẹn lọ. Ju rálì yẹn lọ. Rálì yẹn nìkan lọ́nà àbáyọ. Di ó léwè. Ni mo fi sọ wípé ẹja mú ìbẹ̀rù kúrò. That we should work together. We should work as a genuine son of Yorubas. Ká lè gbára wa kó nínú ìdè. Nínú kéjì tán fún wa sí yẹ ká lè fọ́ kéjì yẹ. Ohun kan tó lè fọ́ náà ní rálì yẹ o. Mo ti sọ fún yín, ó ti pẹ́ tó ti ń tàn wá. This time around, we must not allow ẹ̀tàn again. Rálì yẹ ló lè ṣe. Òun lọ́nà àbáyọ. Torí tó bá yá máa á kọ̀ pé kán declare gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá as a terrorist group. Any group tó bá jáde ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, Sultan of Sokoto sì máa dìde bí àgbà yẹ ojú àwọn àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí tanálẹ̀ nígbà tó bá dìde tó bá ní kán declare Afẹ́nifẹ́re as a terrorist group, tó bá dìde tó bá ní kán declare Yorùbá Council of Elders as a terrorist group, wọ́n á declare OPC terrorist group, Vigilante terrorist group. They have mission against the Yorubas. Àwa la nígbà kí mission yẹ wá against the Yorubas. Àwa la nígbà kí mission yẹ wá sí múṣẹ. Please join the movie train today. Kájọ that rally Igboho himself will be there. Àwọn àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kọ̀ọ̀kan tó àwọn àgbà aré ní ìwà àwọn àgbà gidi àtàwọn àbíyamọ gidi wọ́n á wà ń bẹ̀. Mò ń sọ ká produce bíi 2 million jáde lẹ́kìtì, 3 million l'Ondo, Ọ̀ṣun another 2 million. Ó dé lò ó di bíi 7 million àbí. Ọ̀yọ́kọ̀yọ́ wá fún wa níbi 5 million. Ó dé lò 30 million. Kí Ògùn state fún wa níbi 8 million. Kí Èkó wá fún wa níbi 15 million. Ká wá takú sójú títì pé a ò ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ́. That is the only solution. Ẹ mú ìbẹ̀rù kúrò. Ṣé rí ìbẹ̀rù ó máa mú kéèyàn pẹ́ nínú oko ẹrú ni. Ìbẹ̀rù máa ń gbá tó dára dànù lọ́wọ́ ènìyàn. Ìbẹ̀rù ó máa mú kéèyàn ó sọ ògo ẹnu. Ìbẹ̀rù máa mú kéèyàn ó rí ògo. Ó máa wo ògo níwájú, kò ní lè lọ mú. Ògo tẹ́nìyàn bá dẹ̀ mú tó gbá mú ló máa wúlò fún yàn. This is time for me and you to work for the survival of the Yorubas. We can do it. Thank you. God bless you.
Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jí gìrì.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká gba òmìnira tiwa.
Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jí gìrì.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká gba òmìnira tiwa. Òmìnira ni Yorùbá fẹ́ o nílẹ̀ bàbá wa. Òmìnira ni Yorùbá fẹ́ o nílẹ̀ bàbá wa. Ọmọ aláṣọ ò gbọ́dọ̀ wá kìsà, ọmọ ẹlẹ́ran ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́gun.
Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jí gìrì.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká gba òmìnira tiwa.
Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jí gìrì.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká gba òmìnira tiwa. Òmìnira ni Yorùbá fẹ́ o nílẹ̀ bàbá wa. Òmìnira ni Yorùbá fẹ́ o nílẹ̀ bàbá wa. Ọmọ aláṣọ ò gbọ́dọ̀ wá kìsà, ọmọ ẹlẹ́ran ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́gun.
Ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Oòduà.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká forí korí.
Gbogbo ọ̀dọ́ ilẹ̀ bàbá wa.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká fọwọ́ kọ̀wọ́.
Lọ́mọdé làgbà lóbìnrin lọ́kùnrin o.
Òmìnira la fẹ́.
Ọmọ Oòduà kí lẹ fẹ́ o.
Yorùbá nation ni o.
Kéku lè ké bí eku.
Ẹyẹ lè ké bí ẹyẹ. A ò fẹ́nikẹ́ni lọ́kadà dúró la fẹ́.
Olúkálùkù dájọ́ orúkọ bàbá rẹ̀.
Lórí ilẹ̀ wa o.
Ẹ ò bá lẹ́gùn bàbá ní òjò bí ó sì jó mọ́ bàbá nìkan ò lè mú ní sí. Àló ti tó gẹ́ ẹ ò ṣe mọ́. Ìrẹ́nijẹ èyí ti tó gẹ́, ìfìyàjẹni ti tó gẹ́, ikú ọmọdé ikú ọ̀dọ́ a ò fẹ́ mọ́ nílẹ̀ bàbá wa. A fẹ́ kí èdè wa ó di pàtàkì ìgúnlé. A ò fẹ́ ètò ìjọba tipátipá mọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọ̀jẹ̀lú ọ̀bàlújẹ́ ènìyàn yìí ẹ kó ráńgà yín ẹ máa lọ. Ká lè fúnra wa ní ètò ààbò tó péye lórílẹ̀ bàbá wa. Ìyà tá a jẹ tó lọ́wọ́ àwọn ará òkè ọ̀hún, ìfipábánilò yìí a ò fẹ́ mọ́. Bíbani ní nǹkan oko jẹ́, dídá ẹ̀mí àwọn àgbẹ̀ légbodò ó ti sún wa. A kì í bá ní tán ká fani nítàn ìyá, ẹ jẹ́ a máa lọ ká lọ gbòmìnira tiwa.
Òmìnira